Welcome back to the channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and tonight's video is my quick review of the game that just finished between both Australia versus Tonga at Suncorp Stadium, where we saw the Kangaroos get up and win 18 points to 0 in a very gritty game, I guess you can put it down to as. Because, I think Tonga were they were very good. They were always in the game, Tonga, very competitive, obviously. But I think Australia and their class was just a bit too good towards the end of the game there, I feel like. But nothing, I think both sides were fantastic. And, wow, how about some of those Olakawatu hits, eh? Oh, man, he's a hitman. That's what I'll put him down to. But, wow, the one on Lindsay Collins was just, incredible. But before I get to my full review, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Guys, 5 subs away from my current goal of 4,800 subscribers. So how good? So getting very close to that goal. So if you are a new viewer currently, I do encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already. But more importantly, enjoy the review and enjoy my thoughts on the game. But here we go. Where do I start? Well, look, I think from the get-go, on the first maybe 20, 15 minutes of the game, you could tell it was going to be a really hard-slogging affair because some of these players have not played since September. Maybe even, like early September at the latest, So, obviously fatigue and I guess fitness would always be a bit questioned. I guess some of the players, like for the Panthers and for the Storm, only playing in a game about 2 weeks ago, obviously their fitness would have been a little bit questioned as well. But I thought guys like Harry Grant was huge for Australia. Isaiah Yeo was consistent as always. Dylan Edwards at the back was, insane, as he always is. Katoa was alright for Eli Katoa for the Tongan side. He was alright, not as destructive as he was in the grand final, but look, obviously everyone pulled up alright. No real injuries out of that game actually. Everyone got through the game unscathed, which is good for all the clubs that had a player representing Australia or Tonga. Look, I think what I put this down to is that Australia were a bit too classy in the end. That's how the game I sort of saw it as. Australia's class got them home. I just feel like with a controlled Dylan Edwards, speed with Cameron Murray on the edge, consistency with Isaiah Yeo at lock. Look, I just think the Australia side was very, very composed and just played for the full 80. Well, I think Tonga did too. I'm not saying Tonga didn't play for the full 80, but I just feel like Tonga's fatigue got them towards the end. Their bigger forwards were just animals at the start of the game. They were just smashing through our pack, I felt like. Olakawatu, Tamalolo was even having a dig as well, and it was good Tamalolo, I thought. Fanua Blake was really strong as well up front, the Tongan captain, I'm pretty sure he is. Very strong as always. So look, the whole Tongan forward pack was literally rolling through Australia's at first, but then I feel like as the game went a bit more on, and I think the humidity as well at Suncorp, it definitely played a part in some of those bigger men, where I feel like Australia just, I guess, handle the conditions and handle the long game a bit better, I feel like. But again, there was not much in the game anyway. I think both sides deserve a couple of points for, or just a bit more raps after a game like that. Because, honestly, both sides played great, So it didn't really go down as much in the end because both sides were very good. But, I think Australia definitely had a bit more class towards the end of the game, especially the last 15 to go. I just think Australia handled the end of game period a lot better. So that's where they won the game, I feel like. But standout players for both sides. So I'll give a couple of standout players and man of the match, of course, at the end of that. So for Australia and their standouts, look, I probably said it before and I'll say it again. Isaiah Yeo was very consistent at lock. Just his ball playing and his defence in the middle is so crucial for any team he plays for, whether it's Penrith, Blues or Australia like tonight. He's just a rock-solid defender and, definitely provided a lot in the middle. Cameron Murray, I thought, was excellent. Some of the runs he took were great. Quick player balls, always keeping the momentum rolling. So I just feel like Murray's game as well was also very good. Who else? Harry Grant was very good, took a couple of good runs out of dummy half, and Harry Grant's the best 9 in the comp. You can't tell me otherwise. I think he was very good and steered the ship, very well in the middle. So, Harry Grant deserves a lot of credit too. I think Hammer was all right. I think Hammer didn't do a whole lot apart from that one try he scored, which pretty much, in my opinion, sealed the game anyway when he scored that try on the corner. But yeah, he tried his best, and defensively it wasn't too bad. He was versing Port Alamotti, I think. So yeah, handled Alamotti quite well. But yeah, look, I think most of all the Australian side just, I guess, yeah, played as a team and really knew how to play well for a long period of time, and yeah, it sort of won them the game in the end. So good to see Aussies get up from that one. For Tonga, I feel like for Tonga there were a couple, but I'll narrow it down to a few only. I think Katoa's kicking game was pretty good. I think Tuilola here should not be in the Tongan team going forward. I know it's a bit harsh to say that, but a couple of the Tongan fans would agree with me here. I think Tuilola here's time in the Tongan jersey is over. I just think he's... look, I don't know. I just think he could do a lot more for that side. That's all I'm saying. I think as an experienced half, he could do a lot more. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if Latu Fainu was available, I'd select him at 5'8" for Lola here, but yeah, maybe he wasn't. But yeah, I think Tuilola here, I don't know. Unless he can prove himself the next time he plays with Tonga, don't know. He could have done a lot more because Isaiah Katoa was the main half controlling everything at that point. So yeah, that's what made it hard for Tonga, I felt as though. And then yeah, look, I think guys like Lehigh Hopewadi, how can I forget? Lehigh Hopewadi was incredible for Tonga. His defence was insane. Now, I know as a Manly fan, I'm going to gloat along about this big time, and yeah, I'll try not to, but no, his defence was excellent. Hopewadi is just very consistent. He reminds me so much of Will, just always an all-around consistent player who's always there when he needs to be, doing his job. Yeah, we've got a good one in Lehigh. He's a gun, and he's the future of Manly, and yeah, I can see him doing some big things down the track. So it was a great game and great debut for Tonga too for Lehigh. So very proud, good on him. Ola Kawatu, just yeah, as I said before, was running amok. Big shots and everything, and even some of his runs too, like he was targeting Moses, and Moses just flew off him like a fly at times. So yeah, it just shows how strong Ola Kawatu really is, and yeah, gun, absolute gun. And for Tonga, look, who else? I think Sonny Luke was excellent. I mean, Sonny Luke doesn't play many big minutes, but I think he played nearly the full game. He may have actually played the full game, I don't know, but he definitely played a lot more minutes than he normally would at Penrith for in general. But yeah, for a long period of time, he did really well to hold his nerve and, you know, bite down in his mouth guard and keep playing for as long as he did, because you could tell he was busted and tired because he played minutes he doesn't normally play. But yeah, how good. He was very good for Tonga. Sonny Luke, I thought. AFB was good up front. Yeah, AFB. Kafusi was all right in defence too. Definitely didn't have a big impact in his running game, but defensively he was solid. I thought Keon was all right. A couple of errors by Keon, like that forward pass and that error he made when he first touched the ball, or one of his earliest touches in the game when he came on. But he was all right in the middle, I thought. Be interesting to see if Souths use him as a lock or a back rower next year, that's for sure. But yeah, look, as I said, nothing in this game. I think both sides were very good and definitely deserve a lot of credit for both sides. But what did you make of the game? Do let me know in the comments down below. But if you enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And have a good night.